Hey guys, so we're going to continue on with our figurative language unit. Last week we learned about similes, and this week we learned about metaphors. Now we're going to put the knowledge of both similes and metaphors together. Now, what is a simile? Just a refresher. A simile is a type of figurative language which is used to compare one thing against another. It compares the likeness of two things, the similarities of two things, and often uses the words like or as. For example, he eats like a pig. I have the word like, and the two things that I am comparing are him, he, and a pig. What I'm comparing about both of them is how they eat. A metaphor is a type of figurative language that is a comparison which is not actually true. It is used to compare two things with similar characteristics. For example, he is a pig. I am comparing him to a pig, but I am not using the words like or as. However, I am saying that him and the pig do share some characteristics that are similar. All right, so let's look at some examples. Our simile says the truck is as big as an elephant. We see our word as, so we know that it's a simile. The two things that we're comparing are truck and elephant, and the similarity that they share is that they're both big. If I look at my metaphor, it says the truck is an elephant. Again, I have two things that I am comparing, a truck and an elephant. And some things that I know about a truck is that a truck is huge, a truck is large, a truck is powerful. I apologize, there's a lot going on outside my house. So that is the comparison of what's similar about those things when it comes to a metaphor. She swims like a fish. We see the word like, and we're comparing she to fish. What they have in common is how they swim. If we look at our metaphor, it says she is a fish. Again, we're comparing she to fish, but now we can say more about the comparison. We can talk about how, both she and the fish can both swim well. But we can also talk about how beautiful both she and the fish are, how graceful both she and the fish are. The metaphor actually leaves more for us to compare than the simile. My teacher is as scary as a dragon. We see the words as in this sentence, so we know it's our simile, and we're comparing teacher to dragon. What they share in common is that they're both scary. If we look at our metaphor, it just says my teacher is a dragon. Again, we are comparing teacher and dragon, but now we have to find what's similar about them. A teacher can be scary, a dragon can be scary. A teacher can be large, a dragon can be large. A teacher can be mean, a dragon can be mean. So that leaves more for us to find similarities about when we use a metaphor. Her heart is like gold. I see the word like, and I'm comparing her heart to gold. What do we know about gold? Gold is precious. It's an amazing metal. So pretty much what this is saying is that she has a heart that is so precious, so sweet. If we look at the metaphor, it just says her heart is gold. Again, we're comparing her heart to gold, but now we can say more stuff about her heart. We can say her heart is genuine. We could say that her heart is rare. We could say that her heart is awesome and it's amazing, because those are some of the things people say when they look at something that's gold. Our simile says this class is hard as a rock. We're comparing class to rock, and the comparison is that they're both hard. If we look at our metaphor, it simply says this class is a rock. Again, we're comparing class to rock, but now we can use what we know about rocks and what we know about class to say how they're similar. Yep, a class can be hard, a rock can be hard. So that's how similes and metaphors work. Similes tell you exactly what you're comparing, exactly what the comparison is. The truck and the elephant are big. Metaphors, on the other hand, tell you the two things that they're comparing, but it kind of leaves what exactly is the same about them up to you. So yeah, we are comparing a truck to an elephant, but now you have to use some inferential skills to see what the comparison is between those two. Hi, look at that. Inferences came back up. So some more examples. The simile, she is busy as a bee. The metaphor, she is a bee. Both of them mean the same thing. She is really busy working hard. Your desk is as junky as a pig pen. Your desk is a pig pen. Both of them simply means your desk is really messy. He threw a tantrum like a big baby. He was a big baby. They both mean he acted immature and was whining. Well, we know babies aren't mature yet. They don't have the things that we have in order to like self-regulate. They can't feed themselves. They can't take care of their toileting needs. And we know that they have the tendency to cry or whine when they want something or they don't get something they want. The alligator's teeth are sharp like daggers. The alligator's teeth are sharp daggers. Both of these simply mean the alligator has sharp teeth. We know that daggers can be sharp, so that's how we can make that comparison between the two. It was like a zoo in the class. The class was a zoo. Both of these pieces of figurative language simply mean the class was out of control. So you see, similes and metaphors are pretty similar. The difference is, again, similes use the words like or as to compare two things. And in the simile, it comes out and tells you what that comparison is. Whereas a metaphor, yeah, it does compare two things. But sometimes you have to use that inferential thinking to find out what that comparison is of those two things. And that, you guys, is similes and metaphors.